Hello, welcome to another session of Microsoft Word. Now that we have learned grouping of objects, aligning of objects, filling shapes with pictures, and we have learned all about inserting captions, we are going to learn the three other features, namely quick paths, compressing pictures, and icons and 3D models. So let's start our session. What is quick parts? Quick parts function helps to create, store, reuse pieces of content like auto text, fields, document properties such as title, author, etc. in your document. These blocks of content are reusable and are known as building blocks. Now, what exactly is quick parts? Let's say you're writing a book. The author name, maybe few addresses, few names will be used repeatedly. Now, will you be adding it every single time? But to save the time and effort, what you can do is use quick parts for the same. Let's say in your company, you have to draft 100 invoice. That means you have to add the company address 100 times. You want to type down those addresses? No. Might as well use quick part to add the same thing in that invoice document so that those 100 invoices that you have created, the address is already added to it, right? So what exactly quick parts do is helps in storing your information, the certain information that you will require for further use, or you can reuse it for other documents. So one, it helps in creating and storing pieces of content. Not all the content will be, you can add to it. Pieces, small relevant informations that you think you will require, you can store them. Also, you can store repeated words and paragraphs for further use. So let's say a vision of the organization is something that you would be putting in most of the documents that you create, right? Or the goal of the organization. What you do is that paragraph, you can store it because you will anyway require it for your future documents. So quick parts helps in storing information, also creating pieces of content, and also for the further use of those pieces. Now let's see where is quick parts located in Microsoft Word. So we'll go to Microsoft Word and we go to Insert ribbon menu. Once you go to Insert ribbon menu, we go to Explore quick parts. You will see the icon is of a document. You click onto it. You can add auto text, document property such as abstract, author, category, comments, company, company address, company email, company fax, company phone, keywords, manager, publish date, status, subject, title, etc. You can also choose a field and add the same. For example, formula, address block, ask, author, auto number, auto text, even a barcode, bibliography, citation, comments, compare. And this is few. There is a huge list of the fields that you can select and work on it, right? So you can also preserve your information under this fields as well. Next in quick parts, you will also find building blocks organizer. So when you click onto it, you can see you can edit this building blocks if you want to. You can delete them, remove them in case you want to. and you can click onto it and see what is the template, behavior, and the description of the building blocks. You can edit them as well and keep it already ready for your use, for your further use in other documents. You can insert the building blocks depending on your usage and your requirement. So this is how quick parts work. Now, let's go back and learn about compressing pictures. What is compressing pictures? Well, compress means decreasing the size. So we will be decreasing the size of the pictures, but not when we are loading the pictures. In the Microsoft Word document only, we will be able to compress the size of the picture and we won't even harm the quality of the picture. So let's learn how to do that. Compressing picture functions helps the individual in decreasing the size of the file. As you know, most of the image that you add are of a higher quality. The higher the resolution, the bigger is the size of the picture. Now, when you add that picture in your document, obviously your document will become heavy in size. For example, if you add pictures which are of 500 MB, 600 MB, and you add 3 to 4 pictures of it, your Word document will already be in GB, which is gigabytes. Now, when that happens, let's say you have shared that document through an email or with the help of Drive, loading it, if your internet bandwidth is low, will be really difficult. So it is always better that you compress pictures and images before you add when you add it in your document, which will not harm the quality of the picture, but it will decrease the file size and it will be easier to load, right? Mostly the functions, as we have said, is reducing the file size and not distorting the image by adding noise or making it grainy or blurry. So let's learn how to compress pictures in Word document. So let's go back to Microsoft Word. Now let's add an image here. For example, I want to add the image of the buttons and I will load it here. Let's make it a bit smaller in terms of size. And then you are already in the picture format. So as we have discussed in previous sessions, the moment you add or insert a shape or a picture, you will get a picture format ribbon menu. Now there, the first thing you see is remove background, which we don't need, but then is adjust. And in adjust, you will see compress pictures as an option. Here, the icon is of a picture with 4 edges. You select onto it and make sure that you can change the resolution of the picture depending on your requirement. You can keep it HD, print quality, website quality, or email quality. Let's say I want to do email quality. Do you see any differences in the picture? Do you think that the picture is grainy or blurry by any chance? No. Here, the picture quality does not get distorted at all. So compressing pictures with the help of Microsoft Word is always easy and always better to use, because most of the outside applications, when you try to compress pictures with that, it might hinder with the quality of your images, which you would not want. You would not want a pixelated image in your document. So always use compress compressing pictures option, which is there in the picture format ribbon menu to compress the pictures in your Word document. Now that we have learned about compressing pictures, let's learn about 3D models and icons. In Microsoft Word, you can actually add different kinds of icons and 3D models. They provide a special effect to the document, they can be aligned and framed, and you can choose from the online sources as well to add it in your document. This is a very easy one. So let's go and see how to add icons and 3D models in your document. So we'll go back to Microsoft Word. And we go to Insert. We can go to Icons. And as you can see, there are different icons which are available for our use. For example, we choose that of the Earth. You can increase the size of it, change the color if you want with the help of graphics format. Let's say I want to do it like this or this. I can do a graphics fill if I want to. An outline. I can change the weight or the dashes. I can even give an effect to this. You can align, group, and rotate the same with the icons as well. So this is how the icons are added. Now you can go back to Insert and you will see 3D models. The 3D model is disabled here at this moment, but you can also add 3D models in your document. It creates a very good visual effect, and you can select from online sources as well to add it in your document. Icons make your document look visually pleasing, and it also gives a nicer effect. You can add icons instead of pictures as well in case you do not find an appropriate picture on this topic that you were looking for. Hope you have understood today's session. For references,